Macmillan Audio presents The Black Utopians, Searching for Paradise and the Promised Land in America by Aaron Robertson. Narrated for you by Dion Graham. This is dedicated to the founders of Promised Land, Tennessee, the founders of the Shrine of the Black Madonna, and those who carry on their work. As a boy in church, I often sat beside my mother's parents. My grandfather was an organist and deacon. My grandmother was a choir singer and interpreter for the deaf. They were perfect models of restraint, and they taught me the fundamentals of worship. During service, I did not need to stand up to prove my love for the Most High, raise my hands, or lift my voice. So I didn't. My loyalty to God remained muted. On Sunday mornings, in song-filled sanctuaries, I began to harden myself against the music, hymns whose names I don't remember now. The spirit of my grandparents' religion has faded in me, and I am left to tell a handful of stories about doubt, lasting hope, and Black people's attempts to find new frameworks for our lives after old ones have crumbled. Again and again, I have fantasized about starting my life over. I've wanted to take on the qualities of people who seem sure of their convictions. This includes my father. We are alike in some ways, both pained by our distance from Promised Land, our ancestral home in Middle Tennessee. For decades after emancipation, this village was a safe harbor for Black families. Many of the descendants moved north. My father and I never lived in Promised Land. We came from Detroit, but we both held it sacred. The site of this former freedom colony feels like a memorial now. In my own family, migrations never seem to stop. There have always been movements toward and away from one another. My father, once incarcerated, has been trying to restore the sense of cohesion that defined our extended family during both of our childhoods. He wants to mend what I have mostly chosen to mourn, fraying connections with the land, religion, and people who made us who we are. Why did some of us take an optimistic stance toward the future, while others, shaped by similar forces, chose to reject it? When I began to write this book, I asked my father for a favor: to replace the letters he wrote me from prison. I had lost them. Would he send me new ones? Would he tell me who he could have been if he could start his life again, and who he was now that he couldn't? The Utopian imagines a bridge that spans the gap between lives. These lives may be easily differentiated, my father's, my own, or found within oneself, across time. The people we thought we might have been, and the people we became. Here, in the mirror of my father's life and the lives of many others that, in some ways, resembled mine, I sought variations on a theme. Who were the dreamers who always wanted more than they had? How did the disillusioned, the betrayed, the confined, the forgotten, and the persecuted not merely hold on to life, but expand its possibilities and preserve its beauty? What does utopia look like in Black? Letter 1. Love, Doe. I love you, son. I can probably spend 2 hours per day writing about my experiences in life, and I hope that my words are a valuable contribution to your book. We are in a time of tragedy in the world. I don't know how you are framing your story, but the world seems to be heading toward obvious tyranny of government. No matter what happens, I want you to know that you were born from God. God in heaven is the only one who could have created you. Over the past 2 years, I have...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?